There are several reasons why a pond owner may decide to drain and completely rework an existing pond. Usually it is a combination of problems that leads to this decision. For example, some ponds may become filled with silt due to years of erosion in the watershed. This siltation often creates large areas of shallow water that leads to perpetual aquatic weed problems. Years of heavy cattle usage can also cause tremendous siltation problems and can erode the margins and dam of the pond. Other structural problems, such as leaks in the pond bottom or through the dam, may be difficult to repair without draining. Occasionally, ponds become contaminated with undesirable fish where the fish population must be eradicated and restocked. Draining the pond also provides an opportunity for habitat enhancement to attract fish. Before beginning this work, it is usually necessary to drain the pond as much as possible. If your only goal is to eradicate the fish population and start over, draining the pond is not necessary. However, it will decrease the cost of rotenone required to poison the fish. If the pond does not have a functional drain valve, the pond can be lowered several ways. For smaller ponds, a diesel pump with a 6 to 8 inch hose can be used to lower the water level.
Many ponds can be partially drained with a siphon using PVC pipe, a few fittings, and a little ingenuity. Siphons have three components. The intake section runs from the deep end of your pond up the face of the dam. Place a collar and threaded end cap or ball valve on the end of your intake pipe. The discharge end of the siphon runs from the top of the dam down the back side of the dam. Glue a ball valve to the end of the discharge pipe, and on the top of the dam, the intake and discharge pipes are glued to a T-fitting. 5 keys to building a successful pond siphon are: each section of PVC pipe must be glued securely and be airtight. Intake and discharge pipes running up one side of the dam and down the other must be braced so they don't buckle and break when they are full of water. The end of the discharge pipe has to be at least 4 feet below the end of the intake pipe. Location is very important. Find a spot like the spillway where it's easy to get up and down the dam, and finally, the end of the intake pipe is held off the bottom by floats. The siphon is started by closing the end of the intake pipe and the end of the discharge pipe, and then filling the siphon at the T-fitting. Once the system is full of water and the T-fitting is capped, open the end of the intake pipe, then immediately open the end of the discharge pipe. Make sure the distance between the intake pipe and the float is at least 3 feet, or a vortex might form, and as a result the siphon could lose its prime.